Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for April the 29th, 2024. I am Mom. And welcome to Camping on the Old Tent Grounds. Tenting on the Old Campgrounds? I can't remember the song name. Camping on the Old Tent Grounds, tenting on the Old Campgrounds, whichever one it is. We're hanging out down here in the scenic wonderlands of the Dyson Sphere Battle Zone, waiting for V-Rexes. Good evening, Sav. How are you tonight? And in case you guys don't know whether it's tenting on the old campgrounds or camping on the old tent grounds, it's a Civil War song. Yes, I'm that old. Good evening, Death. Oh, yeah, I suppose I should probably drop into Discord. That would make life easier. Wow, you guys got here before me. Cool.
And I can hear you in the channel now.
I forgot to jump over into Discord. Keep the mics off to the last possible minute, because as soon as I start doing anything, the dogs are like, oh, I gotta get in there and bark at her. So, which is exactly what happened. My dogs are great at the time. I swear they can't hear what's going on because I've got the headphones on. But when the theme music starts, they're both at the, there's somebody outside, we have to go bark at them. And it gets very annoying. So I keep the microphones off so everybody doesn't have to listen to the theme song accompanied by...
There's nothing wrong with dogs doing their job.
I keep reminding them that they are very good puppies, and thank you for doing your good job, because I do want them to bark if they ever find a stranger in the house, because the little one might not scare off anybody, the big one would. Has anybody seen the YouTube Shorts channel, My Dog versus Normal Dogs?
No, I've not.
If you get a chance, watch it. It's some nice, deep, kind of metally music and dogs being awesome. A dog jumping off a guy's back 30 feet into the air, grabbing a ball off a tether, landing and running off to do something, or jumping 30 feet out into the lake to retrieve a ball, and all these dog muscle activities, athlete doggos. And then it goes to the same song sung by what sounds like a 3-year-old, do 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 do, and the dogs are just being total dorks. Those are my dogs.
Oh.
The ones who are sitting around falling off the couch. But they sound terrific sometimes. They sound like they're out there, yeah, we're going to kill whoever comes in. And the big one might. If she doesn't know you, she might go after you, which is what I want.
So someone gave my nephew this annoying yappy creature. See, if he was actually... what?
A sister?
No.
Oh, other kind of annoying yappy creature. Sorry.
Well, gave to my nephew. It's a small dog that tries to do the guard dog thing, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's what people keep telling me that they think it's trying to do.
Yeah.
Except that most of its guard dog behavior is barking at cats.
Well, cats are evil.
Did you say small dog? Would it be a toy dog?
No.
Okay.
Bigger than a toy?
Yeah, it's one of the terrier breeds.
Well, some terriers are toys, so it just depends on what size.
This is one of the terrier breeds that was bred to hunt rats or something like that.
That definitely could be in the toy size ones.
Small enough you can easily pick it up, but not small enough that it's actually a good lap dog.
Okay, so Loki is a good lap dog, but she's about 6 pounds, and that makes her bigger than a toy dog. Toy dogs are, 3 to 4 pounds max. And by the way, good evening, Musin, and good evening, Mr. Dave. Yorkshire Terriers can be a little bit on the bigger side.
This is something called a Feist, or that's our best guess as to what it is.
Wow, I don't know what that is. Oh my! No, that's wow. A Feist is a small hunting dog.
Yeah, it's like I said. It's like, as far as I know, they were bred to hunt rats or something like that.
Yep. They are a combination of terrier dogs used to hunt, this is the technical term, varmints in the Appalachians. Though, speaking of Appalachians, I was watching something the other day, and apparently, if you live in Appalachia, it's pronounced Appalachia.
Mm.
I've never heard that before. Has anybody heard that before? That Appalachians
No.
are called Appalachia?
I
Okay, good.
haven't.
It's not just me, because I had never heard that term before. Musin says, "Oh God, it's the dog from the movie Plague Dogs, the one whose head they messed with." Thank you, Musin. That's not what I needed to read. And
I have no idea what he's talking about.
and Mr. Dave, thank you for the phone call. That just totally made my day. Plus, it gave me a chance to walk away from my boss. So, yay. So, yeah, no, they're both shutting up right now because it's raining outside, and I've told them if they keep barking, I'm going to make them go outside and bark at the rain. But it's actually raining quite a bit. It's beginning to pool up in the back again. You know, we've gone a whole week without rain, and the mold spores were beginning to dry out.
Oh, look at you. I'm pretty much next month is roughly the start of tornado season where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah, we have tornado season, but we don't get tornadoes, which is really weird.
It's a good pastime where I'm at. It's like, if you hear the tornado sirens anytime but Saturday at noon, you go out and watch.
Yeah, no, Chicago's the same way. Oh, tornado sirens.
Yeah.
Let's go out and look and see what's going on as opposed to seek shelter.
Like, oh, hey, there's a tornado outside. We should be make photographs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like where I'm at. It's like Saturday at noon. You can pretty much set your watch by it. We test the tornado sirens. It's one of those. Yeah, we want to make sure that they freaking work.
Saturday at noon is weird. It's Tuesday at 9 here.
9 p.m.
9 a.m. And when I'm home, the dogs will sit in the backyard and howl with the sirens. But I don't know, as I've said before, the tornado sirens went off here once since I've moved here, which has only been a few months. I just don't know how serious they are about it. Illinois, it's time to go out and take a look at in the sky and see what's coming up. Here, maybe it really means something. And Joshua has joined us. Hi, Joshua.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy. By the way, hi, Empress Christie. How are you?
I'm now in Dev rank 663.
Well, in the good news, bad news. Today's Monday, right? Yeah, today's Monday. I have.
Is it Monday or is it Sunday?
No, it's not Sunday. It can't be Sunday. It might be Tuesday, but I know it's not Sunday. It did Sunday.
It's Tuesday for me.
But just.
Oh, come on.
So
Only by 9 minutes.
So Sunday, I spent a couple of hours going through my old notes with Ed because his Discord is still up, and I went
For
back. Yeah, for now. And I went back and I found the records of the accounts we built together. So I have 2 of Ed's accounts. So right now, that means I have 4 accounts. What the heck am I thinking about? So I've got his to start doing because he only did a little bit on doing endeavors with those, and I've got mine to work on. So I now have, what did I come up with? He's got 6 and 4 or 6 and 5. He's got like 11 tunes on his accounts, and the 45 I've got on mine. That's 56 tunes. No, Mr. Dave, I don't want access to your account. No.
If it helps, one thing that I concluded long ago about the Endeavor system is that the majority of the Endeavor points you don't need. So having only like 400 of them is actually pretty good.
Yeah, as long as it's the right 400 of them.
Well, I mean, it gives you a choice between 3 options every time you gain a point. So, and you know, it usually doesn't give you only things that suck. Usually,
if you remember back when I started, all I got was resistances.
I mean, I have. Let's see here. I'm going to count just to make sure I remember this right. Let's see here. Okay, damage resist gamma space. I have 0 in. That's
Yeah.
literally the only thing I have nothing in, though. All of the other resist things I have either 2 or 3 in because at some point. Okay. Ooh,
You know something
2,
crazy?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so there's been 16 times when it gave me a choice between different damage resistances.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll tell you this: the 2 lowest ones that I have on my endeavors,
Yeah.
damage resistance beta ground. I have 9 points there, and gamma resistance ground 1.
Hmm.
Everything else, max.
Well, in my case, I only have 4 things maxed out: sprint speed ground, projectile weapon damage space, melee weapon damage ground, and kit performance ground. Let's see here. Of the things I actually want to put points into, well, okay, there's a high priority, low priority, and medium priority, but yeah, it's like, okay, of the things that aren't damage resistance, there's shield hardness space. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 points in that out of, I guess, 25.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like the lowest thing that I actually want to put points into.
You know something? That shield hardness definitely does help eventually. It may not help initially, when you start, leveling it up. But once you get to, the higher forms of content, that shield hardness definitely comes in handy when you start doing elites.
Oh, I know what the difference is because this is actually one of those things that you can test out using different kinds of shield. It's like a generic basic shield that doesn't have innate damage reduction built into it will go down a lot faster than one that does. I mean, like that's actually one of the things that makes certain of the set shields so useful on space is that some of the space that's like, okay, the Selene resilient shield array reduces all energy damage to shields by 10%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that actually quite noticeable, a difference.
Yeah.
Or you take the Discovery 2-piece.
Also an option. I'm just using the Selene one because like it's a one that I've used on a lot of builds because of the fact that it's a story mission thing that's easy to get. I know. It's one of those like, but that means you're being lazy with your builds. Yes, I am.
It's not lazy. It's efficient.
Well, see, because like I don't have any characters that are actually strictly for farming mules.
Yeah.
I have like a dozen characters that I kind of sort of want to be able to play elite TFOs with. I'm not going to go to the time and effort of like buying every new toy in the game just because there's a new toy to buy.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm just beginning to think 4 accounts trying to do endeavors on all of them. It's going to be really important to start just picking the things that are absolutely essential because otherwise this is going to take a long time.
I'm doing some space trading.
Well, I mean, like some of my characters use gear that is literally older than my nephew.
Yep. What the heck is up with this cat? Is this a cat who is attuned? Okay.
And that's one of my ground crew.
Is dancing with the music.
Oh, that is
Good
a
kitty.
yeah, that's that bridge officer that is that like the
Watcher.
yeah, watcher.
Ah,
Well, whenever they're not in combat and actually summoned on a ground map, they turn into cats.
got it. But they're still dancing along and it's kind of weird.
Yeah. I never was into the Watchers.
Well, like the backstory behind them is kind of weird because of the fact that it's
Gary
part
Sullivan?
of they were trying to make a spin-off show back
In
before
60
spin-off shows were a popular idea.
Yeah, well, that was what, 68 or 69 for that particular episode? I think
Yeah.
that was season 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 68 then.
And like that's the reason why they made the characters in that episode so interesting. Is because they wanted to
They wanted to do
st-
something else with them, so they bothered to make them interesting. That is really a comment.
What's on the drinks menu this evening, Darkmom?
Tonight we have water, and we have water.
No.
The red wine from Sunday, was it Sunday? The red wine from Saturday night turned into a bit of a headache on Sunday morning.
Oh boy.
So we're not doing that for a
Also,
while.
Now,
any
you know
white wines?
that clap and bow emote people sometimes do when the disco ball ends
Yes.
looks really weird when you have bridge officers wearing all that Borg stuff. Like, you know, the two that are behind you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for Razor because I know that's in 2 months' time.
Yes, it is. It's about 2 months away. Well, speaking of interesting things coming up, if you are going to Star Trek Las Vegas, and I don't know if anybody is, they are offering something different at the convention, which sounded really interesting. I just don't know how much it's going to cost. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Well,
Terry-
Jezebel appears to be the person who made the disco ball.
Terry Metalis is doing a writers group, a writers workshop,
Mm-hmm.
a tutorial on television for people who want to write.
Hmm.
I thought, well, that could be interesting. I have not looked at what the price is going to be. Hang on, I'll take a look at that. Let's see here.
And you know, one thing I would love to see in Star Trek
Hmm.
is space trading,
Okay.
where you transfer goods all over the map.
Oh,
Well,
that
I
kind of
mean,
space
we
trading.
used to have stuff that was kind of akin to that. That was a big part of the sector cluster exploration junk.
Hmm.
That's the entire reason why commodities as a loot item exist in the game. The sector cluster stuff was, when they were originally introduced to the game, the only thing that actually used them for anything.
Wow.
So it's like
So-
you would go to one of the sector cluster exploration things, and if it was a diplomatic one, the locals might ask you to give them something.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you had it, mission complete, you're done. And then you get some reward, and then you get to go find another place to do stuff. Currently, there are actually duty officer assignments that involve trading commodities like that, though.
Yeah, there's a few, yeah. By the way, if you're interested in the Writers Workshop, it's $249 and it's on Sunday. I'm not doing that.
That's a bit pricey for a writing workshop.
And it's on a Sunday.
And it's just what, like 2 or 3 hours?
Hour and a half. I mean, I'd love to do it, but that's a lot of money. Plus, for a lot of us who are planning on getting out of there either Friday or Saturday, that's a really lot of money because that's another 2 days at the hotel. Well, he's doing the same thing in Nashville, which might give me an excuse to drive down to Nashville.
That would be cheap because you're not, you know. You
Yeah, I
drive
can
home every
drive
night.
to well, I can't drive home every night, but I could drive down there for that event and drive back from that event.
Hmm. That would be cheaper because you won't have to pay for flights. All you'd have to pay is for fuel,
Yeah, exactly.
which should be cheaper.
Actually, I might even be able to grab the train down there, but yeah, that's something to consider. But anyway, if anybody out there's got a lot of time, let's see who else has been joining. For Vegas, we also have, as of today, Gates McFadden and Marina Sirtis. Will be there so far.
So is it time to turn this dino into a purse yet?
Yeah, let's do the dinosaur thing, guys. Folks, let me set up. Do we need to team? Is there an advantage to teaming?
I would actually recommend against teaming because of the fact that it cuts down the number of bridge officers following you around.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm
Actually,
on.
it doesn't.
Well, we're already down here, so it shouldn't affect anything.
Because if you team while you're on the ground, it doesn't really matter.
I would
We'll see.
I would suggest let's try Battlezone either 9 or 7.
Oh, the one you're in
Are we? Well, we're kind of spread across 3, 4, and 9 at the moment.
well, the one that you and I were in is going right now. But
Well,
it's up to you.
It's only
the
taking
the, the
about
one
15 minutes to
one
get
mom
through 'em.
is currently in just reset.
Yeah.
So
So the one we were in, Grosbow, is it just reset, but we could go kick this thing.
Oh, I'm also kind of wanting to farm a little bit of the marks.
No problem. We can.
Which one are we going in?
well, I mean, the one mom is currently in is ideal for getting your daily completion done.
Yeah. Why does? Well, there's already 15 people in here is the problem. So if you're not already in here, how about we all jump into Battle Zone 9? We should all be able to
Hmm.
get in there. And if we want to team, we can team after we get there.
Well, let's look and see what 9 looks like. Because if it's like,
9 is outskirts is sorry. The park is about halfway done. That's about it. So we got plenty of time to go in there and take over some
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
So if you all want to join me in 9, we can go
okay,
out there
someone
and,
just
do
popped
some
in
damage.
with 2 watchers, which is Sphinx.
They're-
Yeah, that tracks. It's exactly what I would expect from Sphinx.
All right, if you want to join us in 9, let's go do this thing. I have to do this now on 4 accounts, so we'll be doing it today and tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. And
Mama actually has a different location because it's actually telling me to do the
I'm in 9 now, and I just went.
No. What I was saying is that my mission for clearing points is actually to clear points in the the outskirts,
Right,
not the city.
it'll give you your own.
Hmm.
I just wanted to see. We can go any place you want to. Where do you want to go? Outskirts, city.
I'm currently in the outskirts right
Okay,
now.
let's hit the outskirts then. So everyone, to the outskirts.
Unless you're an elite dangerous and doing spacefaring things.
Hey, Mr. Dave, I still didn't see Linda Park on there. There we go. I will keep an eye peeled for her, though every time I've gone to see her, she's backed out at the last minute.
The best thing when you're doing the battle zone like this about having bridge officers that are capable of doing elite missions, you don't need to kill all of the guys yourself. You can actually just like stand there and it's like, yes, I will push the button while my bridge officers murder everything that moves.
Yeah, destroying things is... This is the one time you kind of wish you had the 6 captains on the ground, because it's really easy. Great, they fell in front. There we go.
When I have endeavors for killing captains, I actually come to the battle zone most of the time.
I tend to go to Nimbus and stand on that one spot in the stronghold.
There are certain places in Nimbus where you can reliably run into captain NPCs, yeah.
And of course, there's always home.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good one.
I have that queued up on a few tunes at all times, just in case.
The thing with Dyson, though, is like there are certain places where you will have the mini boss NPCs. Those count for it.
The
But
capture
also-
the golden circle. That one gives you 2.
You're talking about the one where you periodically have polynaxes spawn to try and force you out of the circle.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention next. Is that one gives a rather large number of them, and you don't even have to memorize their spawn routes and hunt them down.
They'll just magically appear for you.
Yep. And there's 2 in each quadrant. So, and then each one gives you 2. So that's
Poor Ceratopsid getting
4.
spawn camped.
Yeah, it's like you got. Well, there's 12 total for the mechs, and then the 3 T-Rexes. So you have a total of 15 possible.
Oh yeah, it's
Well, actually, in theory, the number of captains you can get from the battle zone is infinite because the fact that any time that a location reverts to Voth control, you have to retake it.
Yeah.
And
True,
if
true.
it's one of the communication nodes, that means you end up with more polynaxes.
Your inventory is kind of full there, Darkmom.
Hush, hush, hush. You didn't see that. I was busy this morning with that Zenkethy run we did. For those of you who weren't around, we had to try and get some damage for Taz.
Yeah, the anaphasic entity possessed a Voth soldier.
Empress Christie, give me 1 second here. I will send you an invitation. What's your tune's name, Empress Christie? I didn't remember to write it down.
That's right, Darkmom. You put names in the comment
I
section next.
do. Okay. I've sent you a team invitation that should let you get into Section 9. Section 9,
Yeah.
yes.
In case you're wondering, yes, the Drantzuli are here because my bridge officer summons them.
That's okay. They're allowed to be here. They're cute. They're friendly.
I put more pets for my bridge officers, so I'm trying to get a pet on each character. Each one of my main bridge crew. And
I
then
actually have, as account unlocks, enough pet devices that I can just give all of my bridge officers pet devices that are account unlocks. Some of them are stupid old things, like the ascetic Hortus.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But bridge officers summoning ascetic Hortus, it certainly helps.
how about a full group of pulling those scorpions out? Oh boy.
Yeah.
A whole group of them? Could you imagine that?
Never tried that, but hey.
Worth a try.
Nah, I've just given him something really terrible to do and do every mission on Elite.
I mean, I've been making videos of myself doing elite runs of the event patrol, simply because the fact that it's the only mission only event mission I've seen they actually had an elite version, and it's actually a fun one. Shockingly enough, I still haven't figured out what the fail condition is, because presumably to be an elite it has to have a fail
They
condition.
do. Sometimes it's hard to figure them out, though.
A lot of the ground missions have as a default fail condition, just so that it's a fail condition that's not related to any.
Let's head to the Dino Zone. There's very little left to do.
Sure.
We're at 90% control on the total battle zone. Let's see if I can find it from here. Run, Mom, run. Hi, Wolfie! It's Wolfie! Da, 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 da.
What was I talking about? I don't remember.
We're at about 99% now, so.
But yeah, it's like the thing that my bridge officer is doing to summon the Drantzuli is actually the equivalent of kit module power. I've actually found that one of the best intel powers to give to bridge officers is that one that summons a holographic duplicate of you.
The Orb of the Prophets one thing?
No. That's a device, not an intel kit power.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That is actually something I give to bridge officers. 6 of 9 is actually holding one right now.
Uh-huh. Who has joined us?
Frost.
Hey, Frost.
No, I'm not here. I'm hiding. You guys don't see me. I'm hidden.
You clearly showing up on my display over there.
Well, that's because your display is broken.
It's an optional illusion. There they go.
An
If it
optional
is an
illusion.
optional illusion, then he can be
optional illusion.
terminated.
By
His
who? Who's
holographic,
gonna terminate me?
his holographic representation will be terminated.
Well, good luck with that.
Oh,
I
I
know a
did
hell of a
not
lot
get
more
credit
about
for
you
that
than most.
one.
Okay.
Ouchie, ouchie. No credit on that one. Did anybody else get it?
No, I didn't get credit either. Oh boy,
Who got credit on that one?
probably Sphinx.
Sphinx. Dang. Dang you, Sphinx.
Getting away with it weren't for you dang kids.
Exactly. That's why sometimes on this one I'll do it at like
Command
2 in
center.
the morning.
Why command center and not to the city point? Because it's actually faster to run to the
Yeah.
to city VREX from the command center.
But you probably won't get there in time.
Even with the Miracle Worker boost?
Yeah.
Seriously?
In time
Damn.
meaning
Done.
before. See? It goes fast.
I managed to get halfway there.
Okay, who still needs to get the VREX? We can go do it again.
Uh,
Well, you do and I do. Let's try.
I believe I have finished my full set of dailies. So yeah, the only reason I have to be here is to kill VREXs now.
Let's try Battle Zone number 8. That should let us all go over there. So everybody, to Battle Zone 8. Hi, Rachel. How are you? And let's see. Let's try the city. 'Cause that's
City
usually-
of Angels?
Well, all right. Well, I turned in my stuff. You know what? I'm going to switch characters and
Okay.
try it on a different character.
Sounds good. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea, but I'm going to do it. I'm doing good, Rachel, except for these pesky VREX. Speaking of
Yes.
pesky things, has anybody seen Velma?
I've let's just say that it's one of those TV shows that I personally feel is better enjoyed by watching people make fun of it on YouTube.
It's horrible. I mean, it's just mean. There's nothing
Oh, yeah, I know.
funny about it. There's nothing.
The first season of it is one of those things where you wonder if the person who wrote this understands the concept of writing in general.
Oh, I know.
I mean, the whole
what's,
being mean-spirited thing is bad enough, but it's mean-spirited and not even competently written.
Yeah.
That's like 90% of the stuff that's in Hollywood, though.
Yeah, it really.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that doesn't make it a good thing.
It's definitely not a good thing. I mean, oh,
Okay, which instance is Mom in now?
I'm in 8.
Change instance to current map. Oh, okay.
I'm in the city, and
Okay.
I'm in the 11 o'clock location.
Okay, well, I'm going to the outskirts because that's my daily, so...
Okay.
Because that's my jam.
Oh, yeah. One thing that's important to remember when doing captain kills in the battle zone.
Yeah.
Ceratopsids count as commanders.
Ceratopsids?
Ceratopsids.
Yeah, the ceratopsid mechs count as commanders, not captains.
Well, if you're doing captains and commanders, it's fine. And the Knights one, we've got all of those. Speaking of, what comes up after VREX? I can't remember what's up next. I will look later.
I still think they should do one that is special for April Fool's Day, where an endeavor for the 5 magics on ground.
Oh, I like that.
They should change that endeavor and award the universal. Doesn't matter on your participation. It's the amount of participation in the zone,
Hmm.
not damage done to the actual final boss.
Well, yeah, it's like the problem with the V-Rex one is that you need kill credit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not participation credit. You actually need kill credit.
Correct.
I participated.
Which is why if you do it as a team and you let the people who didn't get the last kill be the ones to fire on it. So this time, like Christine didn't get it last time, Empress Christie, and Mar Hawkman didn't. So if we can control it, let's let them get the kill. That way they're sure to get it, and then we trade off the next time they hold everything at bay. But in the meantime, I'm getting a lot of lithium out of this one, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Oh yeah, it's like being helping you get the dailies done. So hey,
Of course, my dailies today are Undine ships in the battle zone and Borg on the ground. Oh no!
Oh,
Borg on
yeah.
the ground. How terrible!
destroyed
no,
Borg
whatever
ships,
shall I
plasma
do?
damage space, and Lucari TFOs for me, which is an interesting selection because some of those are things that work together. Others are diametrically opposed.
I had 2 kinds of ground damage and something like ground heals yesterday, and was just like, oh yeah, that's a challenge.
It's a terrible challenge.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean,
Tholians on
most
Nukara.
fun is when it's stuff like kill Tholians on Nukara and do phaser damage on ground.
Yep,
I
exactly.
mean, like, oh, okay, so kill the Tholians on the ground with phaser damage.
That's like. That's what I definitely do on most days.
One thing that could happen in theory that I've never actually seen happen is one for complete X type of TFO, along with do a specific damage type to a certain enemy type, and have the TFO match the enemy type.
That would be fun.
That would actually let you do 3 different ones that are like actually different things.
Noticing that capes are still like worn by very, very few people.
Sav phaser damage, not phasic damage. The phasic damage would be really fun.
So in other words, you're saying, like, do phaser damage to Borg ships in Borg TFOs.
Yeah.
How about Disruptor and... Yeah.
No, that would be really cool. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
What the heck?
What are you doing?
There are 4 people that are AFK in this particular.
Oh yeah, they do it all the time. Spawn camping for this one is almost the norm.
That's why I don't do it.
Well, that's why doing it tomorrow makes it easier to do. Normally I say do
Yeah.
it the first night, but for tomorrow, like if I get up at 4 in the morning tomorrow, I'll definitely attack it.
Why are you
I
getting?
mean, in theory, you could solo the V-Rex,
Oh,
and
yeah,
if you
you
solo
totally
the V-Rex, you're guaranteed to get kill credit.
You absolutely can solo the V-Rex.
What you need to just do is unload the maximum DPS you can.
Well, like what I switched to is a science character who does like ground space magic. So it's like as soon as the V-Rex spawns, unload on it with everything I've got.
You do kids parties?
Yep.
Why do ground space magic?
Space damage or ground damage at a kid's party is like the best thing ever.
And this is how you zero around. Oh, probably not what we want to be teaching kids.
That's what I want to teach them. Go away, you pesky, pesky Voth. Oh, Empress Christie, I used to run this with Beardy on like Saturday afternoons. Back in the days when Beardy was around. Beardy, I miss you.
This is maybe sound a bit morbid. How many of your friends have actually died at this point?
in real life.
That's really not helpful.
5.
Oh,
How about we don't talk about that?
yeah.
A lot.
Beardy's still alive, to the best of my knowledge. He just got a real life, and as has been said about DT, he learned about girls, and he was playing, and then he's like, "Oh, I got a girlfriend. Oh, we're buying a house," and then he just disappeared from the game. But lovely guy.
He's not living in a murder house anymore. I gotta give him that.
I don't know. He's not in a murder house. I assume he's not.
Let's hope he's not.
Let's hope he's not. Yeah.
Death and destruction will
Wait,
come
in
to you.
or underneath?
Ooh, 2 in a row.
He's not a barbarian.
No. The joke about the murder house being underneath the murder house because someone buried you in the basement.
Ah,
No, he's the
I thought we were talking about what's the Chicago one? The White Knights.
I have no idea.
Okay, there is a book about the serial killer who built a house in Chicago during the 1883 World Exposition at the Midway Plaisance. And
I know about H.H. Holmes,
yeah, that's who it is. But there's a book written about him.
but that was in New York.
No, that was in Chicago, I thought. Or am I just completely mistaken? Why is it possible?
I mean, I'm sure there's been more than one.
That built an entire house to kill people? Probably not that many.
Well, the whole thing of like people being buried in hidden in walls, that's a really old trope.
No, H.H. Holmes is the 1893 Columbian Exposition. He lured victims into his elaborate murder castle. And I'm trying to find the name of the book. Devil in the White City. But it was so grim that I couldn't read it, and I gave it away.
One of the things that I had to read as part of a school project in high school was part of a Cask of Amontillado.
Yeah.
I happily stand corrected.
I had to go look it up first. I thought it was H.H. Holmes, but, we forget sometimes.
And like one of the main plot points in Cask of Amontillado is someone gets lured into a crypt so that he can be buried in a crypt.
Yep, exactly.
But the whole process of him getting buried in the crypt involves like hiding him behind a brick wall.
Yeah, no, he gets the main character gets him totally drunk, and they go down into his basement to look for the Cask of Amontillado, and gets him behind the wall, and this guy's drunk, and he's laughing it off as the guy's building the wall right in front of him, and just doesn't figure it out until very, very much later that he's getting buried.
Well, my understanding of this is that he actually like handcuffs the guy to the wall so that even if he
that's right. Yeah. So he can't get loose. And that he had an affair with the wife or something like that. There was a reason why this guy was out for revenge.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head what the logic for the revenge was. I vaguely recall that the logic behind why he felt the need to seek revenge was kind of bad. Oh, hey, is anyone doing captains? Because I found General Faluma.
Oh, really? Where is he?
Oh, I'm staring at him. Just like, come to where I am on the map.
That doesn't help. Which part of the map are you on?
He's
City
in the
outskirts?
central area near the a teleporter and the outskirts.
Outskirts, okay. I do not
Well,
need
I mean, like
captains.
the generals, it's always the outskirts.
Wasn't there a Rex Veritas or something like that?
Yeah. He's in the. He's not in the outskirts.
He's in the park, right?
Yeah.
So who's in the city? Somebody's in the
Inquisitors.
city. Inquisitors, yeah.
Who are in power armor. Oh, son of a! I was trying to wait for you, but he aggroed onto my bridge officers.
If you need the dinos, why don't you go spawn camp? Because we're at about 80%.
Okay, so were you going to kill Faluma?
I don't need him. No, I'm not doing captains.
Oh, okay then.
So don't worry on my
I'm gonna
account.
try to make it to the Dyson Sphere, but I really don't think I'm gonna make it.
Don't worry about it. We've got. I'm sure we're not all going to get in. I have to run this on multiple accounts, so I don't care. It is all the same to me. I'll be running it today and tomorrow.
Well, Faluma's down.
One Faluma down.
There is actually an accolade you get
Yep.
for the mini bosses.
Yes, you do.
I apparently already have that accolade for for this one. So
What is the mini boss accolade?
okay, that was weird. I had one of those Selene drone things start shooting at me. Then when I turned to return fire, it disappeared.
It's interesting.
I've actually there is actually a thing in this battle zone where you will have enemies that are non-entities.
Okay, one of the mini boss is Conquered the Commander.
Mm-hmm.
That
should be the generals.
right, and one in the park is Dinosaur Halted, Mechanized Menace in the city, and more mini than boss in each area. So 3 of them. And that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was something simple like that. Like, in the past, the devs have made accolades for killing every single variation of a boss enemy.
Yep.
Like, the Borg Red Alert.
Oh yeah, remember?
There is an accolade for killing all of the pickles.
Yes.
Oh, 10 of 10.
Yeah, but it's really hard to find all the pickles.
Because it gives you one at random.
Yes. So invariably, I've got like 16 of one of them, and one here or there.
And also the same red alert system, the Tholian ships.
Mhm.
Yeah, named Tholian ships.
Yeah. Well, there's an accolade if you do the named Voth ships in the Voth battle zone. Not the battle zone, the this allied sphere. There's one place where it will launch like 15 named ships. And if you sit there and do it all, there's an accolade.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one though, like the reason I was mentioning that is that there is actually more than one of the variations of the mini bosses in the ground battle zone.
Mhm.
It's just that the game doesn't actually have an accolade for killing all of them.
It should. We are at 99%, so get yourselves ready.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Got it. Yay!
Got it.
Christina, did you get it?
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Well, you know you
Christina
own it
got it.
when not only do you get the thing, but your bridge officers actually don't get killed, despite the fact that they were beating on the guy's face.
Well, somebody got killed here. And Alyssa Flores died.
There's a lot of those.
Yep. All right.
Wait, hold it.
Yes.
Master Dude,
Master Dude? Where's Master Dude?
it's like has a bridge officer named SRO S Satra.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the default Satra NPC.
Maybe.
That's part of what confuses me.
Maybe.
Although there actually was this thing people used to do a long time ago where they would save the costume of the actual tutorial bridge officer and then load it onto a
Different tune.
randomly recruited
Uh-huh.
one. Here's the thing that I discovered years after uh, the Romulan expansion was in the game is that every single one of the bridge officers that you get as part of the Romulan Republic tutorial has unique costume options you can't get any other way.
Really? I never knew that. All right, who still needs the V-Rex?
Me.
Well, where,
A lot of them are weirdly simple things like Satra, that you know how she has that medical tote bag.
yeah.
The one she wears is slightly different than every other one in the game.
Frost, if you
And
get down...
literally only the tutorial bridge officer can ever have that particular variation.
What were you
Abs-
saying?
Good evening, Cliff. Frost, if you get down to Battle Zone 8, we'll start it up
I'm
again.
working on it, but
Okay.
I was in the Gamma Quadrant when I first logged in.
Well, hey, Musin.
Another one is that several of the Romulan bridge officers have these things that they look like cargo pockets, and they're like a leg attachment item.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there are some NPC stuff. You're wrong about those specific bridge officers being the only ones who could ever access it. Although the other way of accessing it is with the Taylor bug,
I mean, if it's not
if and when one is discovered.
if it requires you to use a Taylor bug, it doesn't count.
Well, that's allowing
Not a
me
bug,
to
it's a
have
feature.
It's a feature, right?
Patreon with a human head to make a cat girl.
Well,
so
I mean, if
I
you
think
go
it
through
counts.
all of the stuff that we have that is available as part of Taylor bugs, we have a short lizard tail,
Well,
crab claw hands.
it's
Back to your
not
stations. The bots have
that
returned.
hard.
Did
The
you just call me
Taylor
a
bug
lizard?
gives you
Oh no,
access
okay for a little
to
bit.
all the
Okay.
parts of the Taylor that the devs get to use to construct any NPC. So everything's available.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that it's not something that you would normally be able to use.
I've talked many times about getting that fixed so that an alien does get a much larger pool of stuff.
Well, that's actually one of those things that people first noticed about the lizard tail is that there are actually some Federation commander rank NPCs that are, like aliens in the Federation who actually do use the lizard tail costume part. Players have never been able to use it at all. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is
I
not cool enough?
I've been trying for 2 years with Avatar to get that the pass that they give access to things like the Cathian tail and the lizard tail on an alien.
Mm.
Why can't I get to
Okay.
Battle Zone 8?
Round.
Are you already in
Battle
Battlezone 8?
Zone.
No, my other account.
Oh.
Battle Zone.
It's grayed out.
I am
Might be full.
in Dyson Sphere 6, I guess.
Go to 8 if you can. If you need...
I don't. Yeah.
Can't
it
even
says
team
free
with it.
friends, Current map.
Okay.
It says it's grayed out. Gentlemen.
Yeah. It's only got 8, but whatever.
So I'm going to 7.
Mm.
You're going to 7?
I'm going to 7.
Okay. Well, if anybody wants to join Frost, and we'll hit 7.
Everybody go to 7 because that's the cool one.
Going to 7.
I'm currently sequestering food.
Food! Food! I made really inadequate
What did it
pizza
do?
for dinner. When it comes to food, because it's a long story.
I made buffalo chicken dip.
That sounds good.
Oh,
Sounds
well, I finished my endeavor, so I'm going to get beam up.
okay. Oops. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to have happen.
Pop, 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 pop.
Let's see if that works.
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop,
There we go.
pop, pop,
Okay.
pop, pop.
I'm back, but on the other account now.
Okay. What am I doing here? Oh
don't
no,
know.
Dukin Rex. Dukin. Put up your dukes.
Well, apparently I need physical damage on the ground. Oh, this one's completely new if you're in 7. Anyway, so I did a keto-friendly pizza, meaning I melted some cheese and threw some pepperoni and a little bit of tomato sauce on it, which then stuck to the pan, which was not particularly interesting.
Oh, you neophytes.
I have no idea. I've never had it stick to the pan like that, but maybe because it wasn't a properly seasoned pan.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it was food and it was spicy and it was hot. I'm starting in the park.
I'm in the park.
While we're poisoning pigeons in the park.
Why are you poisoning pigeons? Whatever did he eat?
Am I the only one who knows that song?
No.
Tom Lehrer music from the 1950s and early 60s. Poisoning pigeons in the park. The Masochism Tango.
Oh, work was your childhood.
I got it from Agnes.
You got it from Agnes.
Yes.
Why were they so flippant about communicable diseases and killing pigeons?
That is what it's about. It's about STDs.
That's just horrible. Why would anybody sing about that?
Tom Lehrer was a very interesting person. And this wasn't his main field, but he did these satirical pieces. And then he took like 25 years off from writing music. And then went back to writing music for Sesame Street and Electric Avenue. So if you grew up with the song The Silent E, he wrote that.
The Silent E?
The Silent E. He wrote a whole song about the Silent E.
I don't understand. How could you possibly have a song about a silent E?
Hey, it was cute. Kids would remember it. Oh, I don't need to do that anymore. There we go.
No.
I can't sing, but Masochism Tango went. I yearn for the ache, or I ache for the touch of your lips, dear, but much more for the touch of your whips, dear.
Wow.
You can raise welts like nobody else, as we dance to the Masochism Tango.
Why would they allow you people to vote? I don't get it. You're just perverse people.
Hey, whatever works for you. Good evening, GSQ. GSQ is with us, and I'm dead. Oops.
It's GSQ!
Hi, GSQ! Woo!
All you old, that older generation. Definitely.
Hey, I'm not old. Just
I
because
said older than me.
this is true.
I said older. It's those
Hey,
proto.
nothing
well,
wrong
not-
with being
not-
old as long as I'm not quite into
I
the
don't
dead
know
range
what
yet.
the name of that generation is. The one that was just before mine. I don't know
That was just before yours.
the generation.
The slightly older generation.
I'm Gen X.
Are you really?
Yeah. I was born in '77.
I don't know what I am. I think I'm a little too young to be a boomer, but I'm right on the outer edge of it.
Well, it was 54 to 64 used to the
Oh.
normal crowd.
Correct. I am not dead, GSQ.
And every time I try to kill her, it doesn't like stick, so she's still around.
Yep.
But yeah, it's 54 to 64.
Oh, I guess
And
I'm
I don't know
dead in
what
the middle of it then.
54. I don't know what 65 to 76 is. Sorry, to 70.
They weren't anything.
They were just there.
Yeah, they were just there.
But yeah, that 10-year period when all the weird cults were formed is a mystery. These are people that should not be trusted to do anything with anybody for any reason because they screwed up everything wrong in this country. Everything happened in the last.
They didn't do anything good?
No, they really didn't.
Not one of them.
Not one of them. They
Only
killed Kennedy.
they must be
They-
Sith because only the Sith speak in absolutes.
No, I really can't think of a single good thing that happened in like the late 60s and the early 70s.
GSQ says, if you're talking about me, we actually weren't GSQ, and Discord, I'm reworking some stuff and creating my own Discord server. Yay!
Oh, awesome.
That is awesome. We are very happy about that. I'm going north.
I was writing I'm helping author a paper.
Say that again?
Helping author an academic paper. And we are discussing the probative value of diverse authors. And so I spent
Oh, I know why I'm dying. Shoot.
because it's my fault.
No. I took off all my armor so I could take some ground damage earlier. Oops.
Well, that sounds like a
Oopsie.
really-
What do I want? Do I have any Kamarkis left?
So yeah, we were writing about diverse cultures, and so I was reading a lot about stuff that happened in the last 150 years, and the belief structures that people had 150 years ago, and the belief structures they have today, hold no parallel to one another. Everything is different.
Well, yeah.
Like there's nothing that's. I mean, we may think that we're all like we're living conservatively. No, almost every single one of those beliefs that we consider conservative today would be considered radical by people 150 years ago.
Yeah.
Every single one. And I didn't understand it, but and I thought about it. It kind of does make sense. But yeah, I went down a rabbit hole and it did not. Did not positively benefit. Because there's some crazy people out there.
No. Really? Ya think?
Really. Like I have the academic sources to prove it now. That's a difference.
GSQ is saying hi to you, Frost.
Hi to GSQ. I already said that.
I know you did.
Again.
Oh, Sav. Sav is saying geriatric park is frightening in the dark. No, geriatric park is melting in the dark, please. All the sweet cream icing flowing down.
I have a friend of mine that wants me to help put up a nursing home. It's like,
No.
why? No.
No.
That's what everybody is saying no to because it's such a bad atmosphere.
It's a bad atmosphere. It's heavily regulated, incredibly heavily regulated. Oh, no. No, it's frightening. Old people are creepy. Hey, thanks, Sav.
Oh.
I'll come over there and do terribly creepy things to you if you're not good to me.
I mean, Saab will eventually be old, and I can definitely see that.
See, I can't even say things like, oh, Sav is old, because that's just not nice. And I'm nice, unlike some people.
When's nice ever done anything positive for anybody?
Sav says, don't threaten me with a good time. Really?
If only I needed to kill Bob.
Yeah, really. Why don't I have that today?
Yeah, I didn't even have any ground damage endeavors.
Oh, I did, but none of them are this. Sav says,
You
I'm
had
not
the
old. I know
B-Rex
how
one.
old you are, Sav. Because you told me.
Maybe they were lying.
That's true. She could have.
But yeah, reading about like people like Lewis Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow, that's a demented guy.
Yep.
I mean, he's like one of those innocent people that Disney has basically turned into this angel of sorts. And he was just weird.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
And Edgar Allan Poe is just holy cow. How in the heck did these people ever get published? His life was pretty interesting.
Actually, getting published back then was a lot easier than now.
Well, yes and no. It was possible, but only if you already had money. If you didn't have money, good luck.
Yeah, well, no, that wasn't going to happen. Yeah. See?
Self-publishing was much easier to do. It's just publicity. And Edgar Allan Poe comes from a very prominent background.
Yes, indeed. So is Lewis Carroll the one who had a fascination with young girls? Or is that one?
Yes.
Okay, that was him, yeah.
Ones he was related to.
Yeah. That was not good.
In fact, a lot of Alice in Wonderland is about his cousin not wanting to get married and him supporting the decision of her not getting married.
Get married to him?
No, to somebody else.
Somebody else.
He didn't want
Okay.
to get married, so he still, quote unquote, had a chance. Like,
Oh,
what?
God.
No, you never had a chance. It's your freaking niece.
You?
That's
Just you?
Yeah, don't read history. It's creepy.
Pirate Scum! How you doing, JB?
What the heck? I didn't do the thing.
Ah, excellent. Well, I love that you're great. Of course, we already knew you were great, but you know.
Want to hear something stupid?
I do.
Well, I listen to
It turns out that some food devices have a different stack limit than others do.
Like what?
Now, I've always known that there were exceptions to the normal stack limit rule. Okay,
Yeah.
like Bajorn distilled Canar.
Does
In
that-
theory, it's supposed to be a quest item, so
Yes.
you're not really supposed to have it outside the quest. So having it have a stack limit of 1 kind of makes sense in that
Yeah.
regard. That's why it's an
well,
exception.
there's two Canars. There's the quest Canar, and then there's the other Canar.
Yeah, the one that just says Cardassian Canar.
Right. Okay.
Well, one thing I'm currently doing is I regularly have my bridge officers hold on to food items that I pick up while I'm doing ground combat so that they don't get eaten by tribbles.
How dare you?
So, you know, simple, right? Yeah. Anyway, well, in that last ground run, I had all of the slots that my bridge officers had to hold food items get filled up. So I went to my bank and started unloading the food items.
Mm-hmm.
And like Romulan ale, it has a stack limit of 20,
Okay.
which is the standard one.
Yeah.
Well, Dosi Rotgut has a stack limit that's higher than 20. I'm not sure what it is, but it's higher than 20.
I've never had more than a few of that. Hey, JB, I can make a point of going whatever day you're going to go since obviously it's convenient. Okay.
Get him! Get him!
So there is a Star
You know
Trek
what?
in Chicago, Star Trek convention from creation in September.
Josie Rotgut might actually be using the same stack limit that the Ablative Jevanite Hardpoints uses, which I think is 50,
Wow. But why?
because it was created at the same time.
Yeah, but I like the whys, not just the whys. I mean, that's a why, but it's not a why.
But okay, this isn't really a good why though, because of the fact that a Blade of Jevanite Hardpoints is the only one of the items in that group that's a space item. All of the other ones are food.
Yeah.
Okay, they're either food or some sort of hypospray variant.
No, I want to go.
So having like them have a higher stack limit is kind of strange anyway. But you know,
I can't go into the warp.
having all of them have the same one, like the prototype Ketracell stimulant, like bonus all damage. Ooh, sounds fun. I don't use them. It's one of those things where if I was like trying to do a record run, I would probably use something like that. But rest of the time, I don't feel it.
I'm poking them with my incredibly dangerous pistol. Boop. Mile.
All right. I'm going over to outskirts.
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 You're just you're a Star Trek hacker.
I am.
By your Captain Sticks.
Captain Sticks. Works for me. Ooh.
Ah! Lag.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say I just rubber banded.
Lag is bad.
Let's see. We're at about.
I did see a significant amount of rubber banding earlier, actually. So it's like every
This
now
is
and
the
then I
first time
just
I've
like.
seen it today. I mean, I realize it's going to happen here.
I mean, usually when it's doing that thing where it drops the command credits, that all seems to always cause it to rubber
Yes,
band.
sometimes, but this time that wasn't what was going on.
Lag is back. Back again. Lag is back. Hello, friend. That's where I got to stop it before they DMCA.
That is indeed amusing.
But yes, like those Gamma Quadrant consumables, making enough of them to actually test what the stack size limit is requires like genuine effort.
Well, yes and no. Send all of your tunes over there and have them all work on it.
Right, but that's grinding and
Yes.
effort. I'm not saying that it's something that's like hard. It's just something
It's
that
just grinding.
you have to actually try to do.
Yep. We're at about 70% on this map, so if you are looking for a dino, you might want to go camp out someplace.
I can't do that anymore.
What, camp?
I'm not allowed.
I'm
not allowed to stand where the Rex appears on the map that people are working on. Because I
Why?
would kill the Rex before they get there.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. That's just mean.
Training order.
That's just mean.
I mean, I have actually on some occasions in the past set up obelisks just to see how long. Yeah, that was a blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, really.
Not really. The obelisks don't kill it really that quick.
Okay, it's like sometimes there will be a weird targeting thing where the obelisks will decide to kill something instead of the V-Rex.
Where is the
But
show?
Unless that happens, the V-Rex don't last long when you have obelisks shooting at it.
I don't know where the VRX shows up.
Well, there's 3 spots on the map. So if you click M, you'll see 3 spots, one in the city, one in the outskirts, one in the park, that don't have either red or blue around them. They're just white. Those are the spots. Oh boy, everybody's getting up here to camp. Okay, well,
This is one of the spots?
I don't know. Where are you?
I'm right in front of you.
No, you're not. I'm right here.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
My mom is on a Gorn.
I'm a Gorn.
Sorry. I apologize. I'm in one of the white areas.
Then they will. We're at, yeah, call it 95% right now. So I'm going to say one more zone. Or it'll just time out in a moment.
Yes, Pirate Scum Gaming makes a good point. His fondness for using landmines is highly effective when you spawn camp V-Rexes.
I will have to remember that.
That's just mean. Doesn't even serve any purpose.
It just makes it easy. It is fun, though, in a couple of scenarios to just lay mines out places and have people
Well, I mean, like
into them.
the
Boom.
event patrol, they, especially when you have that like teleport pad at the end.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
dump the mines next to the teleport pad, so as soon as the Borg step off the teleporter, boom.
I like to do it for Operation Wolf and Pavo Dissension. There's a couple of places where it's just, the last 2 bosses in Pavo Dissension get down there about 6 seconds before they decide to do the cutscene, and just put a whole bunch of mines down there. Just have fun. They don't even get to drop cheesy dialogue.
Easy dialogue.
JB says landmines make it so you can have your own personal ticker tape parade, except it's bloody chunks instead of paper.
Well,
That too, yes.
that's rather morbid.
Come on. Someone give us that last zone.
It's over here, but doesn't seem to be anybody down there. They want to steal it from us.
Splodies are a good thing, JB.
Yeah, somebody just left it. That's stupid. And now I've got to fix it so it actually happens. So there's going to be nobody there. I'm going to miss out on it because people suck.
Well, you don't have to fix it. You can let somebody else fix it.
There's nobody down here, so we're just going to stand around doing.
Oh yeah, the funky thing with the Universal Endeavor is that it actually doesn't count for very many points for your Endeavor completions.
No, it doesn't. But that's not really why we're doing it.
Yeah, that's freaking dumb. I'm the one that finished it, and so I don't get any credit because I have the thing dead before I can get up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why
when I'm doing dailies, I will focus on the zones completing. If I'm actually here to kill a V-Rex, I will spawn camp the heck out of that V-Rex.
Bear in mind.
Why? That's the question.
But
it doesn't benefit anyone to do that.
Okay.
Because of the Universal Endeavor. That's the only reason people spawn camp the V-Rex.
Being a dick is not an endeavor.
The park one still isn't done.
What's that?
The one in the park is still not done. By the time I get there, it would be, but. So this is my attitude towards it, Frost. As soon as I get my V-Rex, I will go out and do the map so somebody else can get the V-Rex.
Yeah, it's there is no point to spawn camping the V-Rex if you're not spawn camping it for the Endeavor.
Yeah, you don't get enough out of it. So the park one still isn't done. What the heck?
I think it's.
There it goes.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
Are under Allied control.
So my brain's doing a thing.
What's your brain doing?
imagine the TNG episode with the Bluegills,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm already working on a parody of a Lion King song.
Oh, God. Let's hear it.
Can you feel my phaser beam? The
Hmm.
way it boils your brain.
Lovely.
Hmm.
JB says
Your
Musin. No.
head explodes.
Bad Musin. Bad Musin.
Oh, come on.
All right, Frost, you didn't get your guy, right?
I didn't even get up to it before it was dead.
Okay, let's see. Let's find one that's close for you.
It's not that big of a deal. It's just the universal.
Okay, I found it. 440 points for the personal endeavor.
I'm not gonna go crazy over something that is so.
Well, we have it tomorrow night, too. It's not like we have to do it today. We can get it tomorrow night.
Oh, wow. Okay, 440 points is what you get for the universal endeavor, and that's actually less than the easy endeavor.
Yes, that's why I said I'm not gonna waste my time on it.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
There's
See if I
no-
care.
It actually gives you more of the random toy prizes in the reward box. It's just that the actual endeavor XP is terrible.
Yeah, well, I don't do it for the XP. Let's see what I got for the toy box, though. Where is the toy box?
I refuse to
There
lose
it
my
is.
temper over something so banal.
Oh, got lots of Marks packages. And a little bit of dilithium.
Oh yeah, mine I got some R&D mats, 150,000 energy credits, and 1,000 dilithium. Not great, but not terrible.
I was hoping playing the game tonight would make me feel somewhat fulfilled.
I actually got more dilithium for doing the dailies in the battle zone.
I wrote over 60 pages for a paper that I know is going to be reduced to about 20, and I don't feel as though I contributed anything of substance.
Hmm.
Yes, I got another line.
No. Okay.
Your head explodes. A perfect horror scene on the TV screen.
You are a grim soul, you know that?
There's reasons that the Netherlands have never been popular. Because they're creepy. They're just creepy.
What do you mean we're not popular?
Out of Europe? I don't know anybody
we
that really.
did
fucking
Hey,
business
loves
stop.
with
that.
Before
the
you say
whole
he's tone
world.
deaf, you wait to hear me sing. Yeah, then we got it. I swear by
Wait,
my pretty
tone
floral
deaf?
bonnet, I will end you if you don't stop singing Musin.
Well, there's a
Tone-
death threat.
tone deaf?
That's an indication that
I
you're definitely doing
don't
it right.
care about a word they say. I'm tone deaf.
Does
Boy.
anybody else want to continue going on with the dinos?
Will Meeson keep singing?
Oh.
'Cause it seems like that's what's happened this time around.
Otherwise, we can go up to space and do some space shooty. If anybody would like to do space shooty.
I'm pushed to talk. I can sing without bothering people.
Well,
Mar Hawkman,
Yeah, okay.
you got your
doesn't mean they're right.
V-Rex, right?
Yep.
And Frost and I can go hunting for V-Rex tomorrow if he wants to. Because I have to get on the other 2 accounts I have now.
Hmm.
You know, you can just give me one of those and I can fulfill them. That way you don't have to do all the work yourself.
That's
Called
true.
Delegation, maybe.
I could do that. That would be fine. I want to work on building those up. For those of you who didn't hear, I was able to retrieve 2 of Ed's smaller accounts.
Okay.
So you
Hold on.
might see some Ed's interesting incarnations in game here. I'll have to work with you, Frost, to get those active over onto your side. All right. Well, would anyone like to do space stuff?
Mm. Well, I do have a Killborg thingy, so hey.
Hey, we could do a
Guess
cool
I'll-
Borg thingy. Oh no, twist our arm. We have to do Borgy things. Federation or KDF?
Oh, I'm checking KDF because I'm looking to see, trying to remember what I need to do on my Delta recruits.
Go look and see what you need to do on your Delta recruit. Okay, so Musin, you're singing Piano Man there, and with a slight variation. DT and I did Klingon karaoke, and it was the last song of the night, and they decided to do Piano Man with like 30 of us up on the stage. It was not a great advertisement for the singing skills of Star Trek fans, but it was fun.
Well, that's all that matters. Sometimes if other people don't have to like it, only you have to appreciate it. But in Musin's case, no, just stop. That was a joke.
All right, I am beaming up Mar Hawkman. You said
I
you
wrote
need
the whole song.
Well, that's dedication to really.
Yeah, it really is.
Gotta give you props for that.
Well, I was actually checking to see if I needed to do any of the Borg story arc missions.
Yes.
On any of my 3 Delta recruits.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then yeah. Oh, nope. I did that on all of my Delta recruits. Okay, then. Oh, well.
Did you want to do a TFO then?
Sure, I guess.
Anybody else up for a Borg TFO?
I'm killing you, Cara.
Excuse me one moment. Dogs, come on.
How were the puppies today?
Well, until just a moment ago, they were napping happily because it's raining outside. The door is open downstairs. They can go play in the backyard, and they're both standing there going, nope, it's raining. Nope.
Ooh, here's a fun question for you guys. How many of you actually have an orange Horta?
I do not. I have a regular pink Horta.
Yeah, like the regular orange version of Hortas.
I have a regular, whatever it is, pinkly, purpley one. I don't have an orange one. Maybe it's whatever the normal colors is what I've got. I don't have anything fancy. Grazabow, did you want to join us? Because I don't see you here.
The normal one is actually the orange one.
Oh, okay.
And normal is defined by the color it was in the TOS episode with the Horta.
Okay.
Normal is setting on the dryer. That's all it is.
Give me a moment here.
Sure,
I'm just finally
absolutely.
being able to get logged back in.
No worries.
But
we're not going anywhere. For a while.
It's just one of those things where the only way to get one is a story mission, but to get the actual adult version that's a combat pet, you actually have to play the story mission at least twice.
Which story mission is it?
Let me double check.
It was one from the Romulan.
Yeah, Romulan Mystery. Mine Enemy.
Oh, I have played Mine Enemy far
Okay,
too
so
many times.
when you play it a second time, you will see in the list of options Horta mineralogy research.
Oh yes,
That's something that doesn't appear in the rewards the first time, but you need to use the mineralogy research to upgrade a Horta hatchling, which is something you can get the first time you play it.
Yes, I've got the Horta hatchling.
Same
Yeah,
here.
then you have to play it a second time to get the mineralogy research, and then use the mineralogy research to tell your duty officers to turn the Horta into an adult.
Speaking of, I ran it again last night, and I got the DOF mission. So I'm running to my bank to see where the heck did I put the hatchling.
The funny thing with that is that technically you can actually get an infinite number of those on a character. It's just you have to run the mission twice per Horta.
Wow.
But then again, it's not a consumable device. It's something that once you have it, it stays there until you throw it away.
Oh, apparently I must have ran the mission again. Because I actually have the actual Horta.
Ooh,
What's the name of that specific Horta item?
Just Horta.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Because like you have the ones like polytrinic acid Horta,
Yes.
which
yeah.
that's special, and several other variants of Hortas now. But the original one that you get from that story mission just named Horta.
there. I've cleaned out some
Yeah,
space. Nobody can complain.
The one that I have is actually kind of an orange and brown color.
Yep. Well, I mean that's the color the Horta was in the episode when Kirk saw it.
Weak. Okay, where is it?
Oh, I'm
Musin,
ready
that's
to-
scary. I just saw that, Musin.
Well, hey, Mom, did you look at that thing I put in the gallery? I think it was.
The Champions Online?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. You were wondering what I was talking about when
Yeah.
I mentioned the Franklin Stone alert.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, that video's kind of short. That particular team was well armed.
Fabaduke, we are not killing the Horta. We're simply talking about the Horta. We're actually gonna go kill some space Borgies.
Well, the reason why I was mentioning it though is that I regularly give Horta to my bridge officers as combat pets. The bridge officers love to summon any combat pet devices they have as soon as combat starts, so hey, why not?
This is an immortal Nukara worker. That's awesome.
Anybody else wanna? Yep, JB, I can find room for you. Let's see who you're on though. Turek. Got room for one more person for something TFO-ish.
If you need a person, I'm here.
If you would like to join us, that would be amazing.
I'm
And Shia?
always at your disposal. I serve the crown.
Till Boffs can use pets. Boffs can use pets.
Yeah.
Of course they-
That's how we get things like that opening sequence in the show intro where you've got 87 flaming targs of Grethor running around on Defura.
Well, there are actually certain pets that bridge officers can use better than players can somehow.
Like which ones?
Well, my personal favorite is that white dog thing you get from that one Klingon story mission.
It's a Mastiff. It is a Klingon Mastiff.
Well, what is interesting about this is I've noticed that when I give it to my bridge officers, when the cooldown on it finishes, the bridge officer will summon a second copy of it, and the first copy won't despawn.
Ooh, sweet. Do we have a preference in what we do for Borgies?
I am open to carnage in any variety.
Well, I was actually asking Mar Hawkman since he was the one who needed the Borgies.
I just need a bunch of Borg kills.
Do we want to do guillotine? Or Wolf? Wolf 359 doesn't.
We should do Borg disconnected.
Actually, Wolf 359 would actually give you several Borg, but I'm not sure it would actually give enough for the Endeavor.
Guillotine will give you enough. Should.
Yeah, guillotine sounds like a good option, assuming it actually counts like it should.
Well, are you doing it for an Omega, or for the TFO? Or are you doing it for the Borg kills?
It just says destroy Borg ships.
Oh, that'll count. They're Borg ships. I think they count as Borg TFOs now.
Hmm.
JB saying Kittimer. Yeah, Kittimer works, but come on, it's all. This team is going to go too fast. The guillotine is going to take us a few minutes. I was going to make some reference to, sometimes taking longer is better, more fun. And I thought there's absolutely no way to make that clean, so I'm not going that way. Well, while we're waiting for this to magically appear... There it goes.
Wait.
Wait.
I'm no longer waiting. I was just saying that it's like, oh, we're waiting for it to magically. Oh, wait, no, we're done.
Yep. There it is. Magically wait. We will be on the air tomorrow night, but not Wednesday. I'm going to go to class Wednesday. So this week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week's going to be weird, though, because on Tuesday night, they are doing a showing of one of the Gundam movies at the local theater at 7 o'clock. And dang if I'm not going to go see a Gundam movie.
You're not gonna go see Gundam movie.
Gundam movies are not necessarily all that common. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yep. In the theaters around here, no. I have seen one once before. And I like me my Gundam. It was the only good thing about Pacific Rim 2. Partscrum says, yay, ad break. Yeah, yay, ad break. But hey, that's how we make our money around here. Woo.
I mean, assuming you actually get enough coin from ad breaks to get any revenue
I
at all.
actually do. I don't get very much, but I get a little bit.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, it's enough. I could buy a coffee once a week with what we get from our ad break money. But only once a week.
I'm still unpaid. Just saying.
I mean, I technically count for getting money out for streaming. It's just that I've never actually earned enough.
I keep thinking I'd like to try and make a go of video-related stuff, but there's so many streamers. So.
Resolve mission, destroy Borg ships. Wow, that was quick.
Well, yeah. I mean, you get all the team kills out of it.
I was just impressed that we haven't even gotten to the main event yet.
Duh. This is us.
Well, I meant like having enough Borg kills without doing,
Well, this one, I think, let's see, you've got the assimilator, you've got the cube, you've got a couple of spheres that pop up, so yeah, you've got a fair amount at the beginning.
I wonder if those turrets you have to destroy count, like
they
the
might.
conveyor things. Oh yeah, I just looked at it. It has a Borg faction logo on it.
Got 2 more conveyors. 1 more. 2 more, yeah. Come on, little conveyors. Don't be scared. There you are.
It's actually Zia.
I'm going for 5.
I'm going for 3, unless Crossbow's gonna take it.
I guess I'll go with 6, since no one's on that one.
I'll do 2 and 1.
Take it. I dares you.
Projecting shield now. Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now. Stitching anchor deployed.
Then dare you.
Projecting shield now. Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now. Projecting shield now.
What the heck? Why aren't you shooting? Hello?
Yes?
My ship is not shooting. In fact, it's not doing anything that counts as fighting back. What the heck?
Okay, sorry about that. So someone walked in while I was.
No worries.
Okay, something is really messed up here.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Well, Churag's on 4, so I'm sure it'll be fine soon.
Yeah.
Well, I just had something spawn on mine, so hey, let's go.
I'll take care of 4 and this is something.
JB's over there. I'll go get it restarted, though.
Successful deployment of shield.
4's restarted. Should be restarted. Didn't restart. That's interesting. Ooh. Okay.
Shielding now. Stitching Echo 1 shield is fully energized. Stitching Echo 2 is shielded. Shield fully deployed. Stitching Echo 3. Assimilator was destroyed.
Oh yeah, I got extra spicy at 6 because now I'm the only one. Well, 6 and 4 are currently the only ones that are active, so all of the spawning board come here.
I can head over there.
There's actually one thing I noticed about this event is that it does so much that they have more Borg spawning. It's just that there's less places the Borg spawn. So it gets more exciting as you go along. It's just not that much different, honestly. Okay, 6 is done.
Lecture says in chat, marvelous technology. I type on my smartphone and warm food mysteriously materializes on my doorsteps after a few minutes.
Sounds like your buffer is overloaded. It's not instantaneous, it's just a waste of time.
Doesn't say instantaneous.
This is actually a pretty fun cutscene to photobomb. In Champions Online, photobombing cutscenes is practically a sport for certain cutscenes.
I'm gonna go for this assimilator over here.
One of the favorites for this is the Red Winter Alert. Because of the fact that they have this supervillain team show up, do their angry speech like, hey, we're here to do whatever. And when this is going on, players can preemptively stand there and so that they're literally staring the villains in the face while the villains are doing their speech about how they're going to take over the world and stuff.
Sounds a bit like Pavo Dissension when the bosses beam in at the last moment and you're waiting for them.
Oh, it is very much like that.
That's such a lovely moment. Hey, speaking of ground, as we get into Demon Slayer event, Brotherhood of the Sword is one of the ones we can do.
Etsa has joined the team. Oh, right. Because it like redoes the team after it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am out of there. That went a lot faster than I thought it would. I really thought that was going to drag on a bit, but that was nice.
Well, we had a team that was capable of doing the divide and conquer approach.
Yes, it worked well. Ooh, 183 marks. That's nice. It's a lot more than I expected out of that one.
I counted 193, but close enough.
Mine popped up and said 183, so.
Oh.
I'm disappointed.
I guess you got a different number of marks than I did. For some.
Could be. Could be. I only saw it pop up in there in the text, JB. That's why I know. I got a few more minutes before I have to go let the children out and convince them they have to go out and pee. What would we like to do?
Try to take over the world.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Oh, cool. Got 250,000 EC and 1,000 lithium for that box.
Nice.
Ow, that hurt.
Pirate Scum says, cause mayhem and havoc. Well, duh. You know, that's what we do every night.
Well, okay. So on this character, what was my list of
crime.
tasks? Because this is one of my Delta Recruit characters. Ah, that's right. This character needs the Delta arc and the Iconian arc. Last time I was streaming, I actually managed to complete the Selene Dyson Sphere arc.
Nice.
And get the accolade for it.
Oh, very nice.
Despite the fact that there's currently a bug that makes the accolade invisible while it's in progress.
Yeah, I've heard that from a couple of people. Grosbow and you, Mar Hawkman, are still teamed. Do you guys want to do like a random? Or you want to do something specific?
I don't really have a reason right now to do any more TFOs.
Okay. No problem.
So I guess I just leave a team.
Take you out of there.
I need to take
JB, we got to be on the same game plan if we're going to do randoms.
Oh, that was nice timing. Error, leaving. Nexia not on team.
So, JB, do you have a Federation, or do you want us to try and switch to... Grosbow, do you have a Klingon you can run? Or JB? So one of us has to switch. Two of us have to switch.
Yeah, go ahead and switch. Got a few other things I'm needing to
I have to
do.
go take
Okay.
care of the monster, so I will be back better.
Wow, everybody's leaving. Well, JB,
Sorry.
it's up to you and me. We'll do a random here and see what happens.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Guten Abend.
I don't know what that means. But,
Good evening.
I mean, it's good night.
Good night. Good night.
I'll get in touch with you later. I gotta talk to you about something.
Okie dokie.
I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. All right. Let me send you an invitation here. And does random work for you? Oh, it's going to be random anyway. Here we go. Let's see what we get. We get a Weewoo. Now, JB, if I said the amazing Rando, would you get the reference? Or is that something I only share with Drunken Heretic? It's an MST3K reference. Okay. I have Onslaught. It is not from... I don't think it's from MST3K, the movie. Though that is a fine movie. And somebody has my copy of it. And if your hands were magnetic, that would mean something. Yes, absolutely. I let somebody borrow it and I never got it back. Oh, well, this is just an awful team tonight. Everything dies. Dang, that was fast.
No. Alrighty then. Time to do Delta recruiting tasks.
Aha.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Well, that went nicely.
Eternal! This is not the end.
Okay.
Kinda is.
No, it didn't actually start. Actually, I just realized that there's something extra annoying that I hadn't even noticed the first time I brought up the thingy for the Delta Recruit stuff.
The thingy.
Well, see, there's two aspects of Delta Recruit tasks that require you to do a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, tell me
One,
about it.
episode completions,
Mhm.
and one is collect items in
Yes.
episodes. Here's the thing. The completion status on those is tracked separately, and when they did the mission journal revamp and changed the Delta Recruit requirements, because of the fact that the completion status of those two things is tracked separately, certain aspects of it got reset separately from each other. So, what my current learn/collect tasks: locate technology in assimilation. Learn information in overgrown caves.
Yeah.
Find technology in the power source. Learn information in Dragon's Deceit.
Yeah.
Now, Dragon's Deceit, I genuinely haven't done on this character.
Oh. But you've done
All
the
of those
others.
other three things I have done, and they're checked off in the episode completion list. It's just that when I checked them off in the episode completion list, they didn't have a learn or collect a side mission. So now I have to do them again. Oh, also, I have the collect Iconian information thing checked off, even though I have two of them completed because of the fact that it changed what the requirements were, and I had completed it in the previous version.
Right. Yeah, same for me. Same for me. Which means I have to go back and do some things again, but not tonight. I am going to go not walk the doggos. Let the doggos out. They can walk themselves. So everyone, I'm out of here. I'm going to be back tomorrow. For those of you who didn't get your dino kills tonight, we will work on those tomorrow. Got a little bit of fleet work to do here, and let the dog, and the dog is sitting here going, okay, I heard that. It's time to go out. So everyone, thank you for being here. Mar Hockman, thank you for being here. Pirate Scum, Cliff, Empress Christie, Savi, and JB. Let's talk about getting together for Chicago, because that would be amazing. But I want to do a Star Trek online convention too this year, so maybe we can get this all going together. Anyway, everyone have a great night, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.